Welcome back, everybody, to the weekend show where I'll be doing technical analysis and updates on big mega cap stocks. So, before we get started, please hit that like button. And if you're new here and you're just watching, definitely subscribe to the channel. And if you want to get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out that link down in the description for Patreon. And if you go for that annual membership, which I recommend to everybody that is serious about trading, you do save some money there. So check it out, guys. Now, let's get right into the market. You can see Dow future up over 400 points. We got S&P up over 1%, Nasdaq up over 1.5% right now, futures market. And you can see right here, White House announces US-China trade deal offers new details that is coming out to you tomorrow. So, that's something we need to look at tomorrow and see how the market reacts. Right now, market is definitely going to the moon. Now, stock market, what we did on Friday, well, pretty much a flat day. Dow going down 0.29%, Nasdaq flat, S&P flat, and also Russell going down 0.18%. 11 sectors that makes up S&P 500 on top, leading the way: energy, basic materials, real estate, consumer cyclical, utilities, financial technology, and then healthcare taking another beating. And they might be taking another beating tomorrow with the news that came out. There's going to be lots of cuts on healthcare. So that's actually a bad catalyst for healthcare tomorrow morning. We got some data this week, and that's going to be the CPI coming out. So it's been 1 month since we got actually a tariff on a lot of these countries, baseline 10%. We will see how that actually added to that inflation. If there is any changes, I'm expecting some sort of a change here with inflation coming out this week. So keep an eye on that. And now let's get right into Apple stock. So Apple stock was up on Friday 0.5%, and now with that news coming out of China, that new trade deal, look at this futures up on Apple 2.25%, up nearly $5, trading over 202, almost 203 right now. So that is the big catalyst for Apple, and it can actually pump up to this gap any point, especially with this news, because that is the good news for Apple. So tomorrow, depending on where Apple opens, looks like it's going to open over this white line 20-day moving average, 202.57. That's going to be support, and then 198. As long as Apple holds over 198, it's heading up to this gap right here. That's going to be right around 209, and over that, there will be the resistance here. There's negative sloping 50-day moving average at 211, and if we can get over all these levels right here, then definitely this gap actually right on here on Apple, that we're going to see Apple slowly moving up and closing this gap at some point to 21. So big news for Apple, and it should be moving tomorrow, guys. On AMD, it's up 1.12%, and now with that news up almost 3%, you can see right on my screen trading around 106. So AMD, depending on where things open tomorrow, if this thing pulls back, there will be strong support right here at 103 and then 100 right here. Over 103, watch out for a push to close the gap right here just below 109, and possibly will retest 110, and over that we can talk about more upside on AMD. So Netflix was down Friday 0.37%, and now it's up 1% with that news, even though tariff actually does not affect Netflix, and now it's trading at 1,151. So 1151 right now, depending on where things open. Over 1150, this thing can run back up to this previous all-time high, 1164, and from there it can go to even 1200. Now, if this thing dumps under, which was actually under 142, then watch out for the support at 1124 right here, 13-day moving average, and below that there is nothing here. You'll see a significant drop down to 1065 on Netflix. On Amazon stock, it's up 0.5% on Friday, and now with that news, you can see right on my screen, up 2.5%, trading around 198. So Amazon tomorrow, watch out. I mean, there is a gap here, guys. So I think it's gonna go there early as tomorrow morning, and from there, it's gonna find some resistance right here around 199.200 right here. So 199 to 200, there is gonna be some resistance after filling this gap. But if this thing is able to hold that this week, then definitely it's heading up for more upside up to this high right here, 206, and then even 212. To the downside, critical support to watch going into tomorrow's session. If there is some sort of a pullback, 193 definitely, 190, and below that 187, 184. On Google, stock is down 0.88%, and now with the news up over 1%, you can see trading around 156, 157. So as long as Google is over 155, tomorrow watch out for a retest of this 20-day moving average 159. If we can get over that, it's heading up to 162 and then possibly even 170. Now to the downside, 155. So far we closed below that level on Friday. Underneath that level, you're going to see a drop down to 149.60, 148, and then 145 on Google. On Tesla stock, it's up 4.72%. And now with that news, Tesla is trading around $312. Now, out with all that bearishness here on Tesla, burning cars and all that. We talked about it before, and that actually happened on Friday. That gap up and go over this trend line from this, wedge pattern. And now you can see it's over 300. I was talking about it can get up to 300. We got over 300 instantly on Friday, and now it's well over 300, guys. So tomorrow, Tesla support to watch definitely at 300. If that gives up and this rally fades tomorrow, then watch out for the support down here at 290 and then 280, and there is a gap at 278. To the upside, as long as Tesla can hold 300, and definitely, I mean, it's going to be a bit overextended at opening, so we might see some sort of a retracement back down to 300. But as long as it's over 300, guys, the next stop here on Tesla definitely right up here at 330. But I don't think it's going to go there tomorrow, but slowly it can go there. So Tesla definitely on the move with that news, and it might be moving even more tomorrow morning. On Microsoft, it was actually flat on Friday, but what do you see on my screen? Upper Bollinger Band expanded up to 455, and the stock now trading at 443. And early as tomorrow morning, I mean, you can see even on Friday, we did close over this rising 5-day moving average right here, which is sitting pretty much exactly at 436 ish right here. So 434 to 436, these are strong levels to watch on Microsoft if we get some sort of a pullback, this week or even tomorrow. If this move actually fades tomorrow, these are going to be levels to watch. Now, as long as we're holding over that, that might be a nice, juicy opportunity for a nice day trade for a push up to 447. And over that, you're going to see another leg up all the way up to 455. But the moment we take out 434, then definitely we're heading down, possibly down to 425 and then 420 on Microsoft. On Meta, it's down 0.92%, and now with the news up over 2%, even though Meta does not get any effect from, especially tariff. A lot of the things are not really working for Meta in China, but who cares? Good news is good news. That's how the market reacts, and now it's up 2%. So tomorrow, Meta over 600, the next stop 614, and then upper Bollinger Band could be retested here, which is at 624 and then 638 next level to watch. To the downside, if this thing gets a pullback tomorrow, 600-year key line in the sand underneath that 5-day moving average 594.78, and below that we might see a flush down to 576 to retest 50-day moving average, and then we have a massive gap below. So Nvidia stock was down 0.61%, and now Nvidia trading below 118. So tomorrow things might look different here on Nvidia, because if this thing gets over 118, then definitely game on for a move up to 125, 126 to retest daily 200 SMA. So I'll be looking to play that to the upside. If that's an opportunity tomorrow, we can get here on Nvidia. Now, Nvidia breaks below 118, then it's a different case where we might be heading down to this 50-day moving average, which is down here at 111, and there is a gap at 109, and there is support at 107. So that's the game plan with Nvidia. As long as it's over 118, play on, game on. This thing can move up to this 200-day moving average, which is at 125 to 126, and that is a decent move. I mean, if this thing you can catch it at 118, 119, even 120, and makes it up to 125, 126, that is a $5, $6 move you're getting on Nvidia on a day trade. I'm not talking about some swing trade. On a day trade or maybe overnight swing trade, nothing, like hold long, because we do have earnings coming up on Nvidia very soon, and you don't want to go long here with earnings coming up. So Nvidia definitely an opportunity to watch tomorrow, especially for a day trade or maybe even a short term, really short term swing trade overnight. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts, how you're navigating this market in the comment section, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated.